a massive planet has just appeared, and it's heading straight for Earth. No warning, no time to prepare. No continent will remain intact, no oceans, no humanity. But if the worst happens, could anyone survive? Or will mankind be wiped out, just like the dinosaurs once were? This is a hypothetical video. What would happen if another planet crashed into Earth? And is there any way to survive? Let's find out, right now. Did you know that out there, in the vast darkness of space, there are billions of wandering planets, also known as rogue planets, silently drifting without belonging to any star system? They don't orbit the sun. In fact, they're not bound to any star at all. They don't shine like stars, and they don't reflect light like normal planets. So most of the time, they're completely invisible to the human eye. According to scientists, there may be as many as 50 billion such planets in the Milky Way alone. Some are planets that were violently ejected from their own star systems. Others never had a home to begin with, born from cosmic chaos and destined to wander the galaxy in eternal solitude. One day, as you gaze up at the night sky, you might notice a strange light. Not a star, not a satellite, and nothing like any planet you've ever seen before. Each passing night, that light grows larger, more detailed, more defined. Curiosity grips the public. Scientists grow uneasy, and when the object becomes as large as the moon in the sky, people finally realize something massive is heading toward Earth. Soon, it dominates the sky, a giant, ominous shadow looming above the planet. Even though everything seems to move slowly, this rogue planet is hurtling toward us at tens of kilometers per second. As it draws closer, its enormous gravitational pull begins to disrupt Earth in terrifying ways. Tides suddenly rise 5, 6, even 8 times higher than normal, drowning coastal cities. The ground starts to tremble, with minor earthquakes occurring in places that have never experienced them before. The weather turns wild and chaotic, with storms, tornadoes, and lightning strikes more violent than ever recorded. As the rogue planet enters an orbit near the moon, everything on Earth begins to spiral into chaos. The immense gravitational pull of this cosmic intruder stretches our planet like a violin string on the verge of snapping. Tides rise to 8 times their normal height, turning coastal cities into raging oceans. Massive mega tsunamis, as tall as skyscrapers, surge forward with unstoppable force, wiping out every trace of life along the shorelines. And that is just the beginning. As the distance between the two worlds continues to shrink, Earth's ecosystems unravel. In the skies, thunder roars endlessly, like an apocalyptic symphony without a final note. On the ground, superstorms erupt with colossal tornadoes spinning wildly in air, distorted by warped gravity. Across every continent, volcanoes erupt in unison, spewing ash and toxic gas into the stratosphere, while the crust of the planet is torn apart by maximum intensity earthquakes. Nature is no longer our ally. It becomes a relentless, uncontrollable enemy. The ecosystem collapses, food chains shatter, and life is pushed to the brink of extinction. If by this moment you're still stuck on Earth, unable to board a spaceship and escape the atmosphere, your chances of survival are virtually zero. Even bunkers buried deep underground can't save you from the heat, the impact, and the crushing pressure that's coming. In that final moment, all you can do is look up, staring at the sky now completely filled by the rogue planet, and quietly witness the end of days. As the massive rogue planet hurtles into Earth's atmosphere, the sky ignites instantly. No longer the familiar shade of blue, it blazes like a colossal torch, incinerating all color and all hope. The atmosphere compresses violently, releasing a blinding burst of light, so intense that no human eye can bear to remain open. In the exact moment of impact, the entire hemisphere opposite the strike point simply vaporizes. No cities, no mountains, no oceans. Everything is erased in seconds, as if it had never existed. But that's only the surface. The unimaginable heat from the collision plunges deep into the planet's core, boiling it from the inside out. Earth's crust cracks open, spewing molten lava in a frenzy of destruction. The planet can no longer hold its shape. It collapses from within, shattering into millions of fragments drifting helplessly through space. All that remains is cosmic dust and a silent asteroid belt orbiting the sun, like a frozen tombstone for a world that once teemed with life. There is no trace left of humanity, and no one left to tell the story. Suppose a small group of people were lucky enough to escape Earth just before the moment of impact, carrying with them the last hope of humanity aboard spacecraft. From afar, they stood in stunned silence, gazing through the glass window, witnessing something no one ever imagined would happen. Earth, the planet that once nurtured billions of lives, was breaking apart. A final blinding flash lit up the darkness, and then the blue planet shattered like a glass sphere struck by a hammer. Fragments spiraled wildly into the infinite void. Some massive chunks hurtled at unimaginable speeds, slamming into neighboring planets, triggering a chain reaction of cosmic collisions never before seen in the history of the solar system. Smaller pieces were flung beyond orbit, drifting aimlessly through the galaxy, like lost souls with no place to return to. What remained orbited the sun, slowly coalescing into a new asteroid belt, forever circling in solemn silence. A haunting reminder that there once was a planet called Earth, a place where life once flourished, where love existed, where people looked up at the stars and dreamed. And now, it is nothing but memory, etched into the tear-filled eyes of the survivors, floating alone in the cold, black emptiness of space. The ending of this story may sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but it's not entirely impossible. Scientists have confirmed the existence of billions of rogue planets out there, and while the chances of one colliding with Earth are extremely small, they are not zero. On the scale of the universe, where billions of years pass in the blink of an eye, things we once thought impossible can become reality. And that is exactly why we must continue to observe, explore, and understand the cosmos, not just to admire its beauty, but to prepare for the unimaginable. Because in the vastness of space, every scenario is on the table. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to discover more fascinating videos in the future. Thank you for watching.